Welcome to the lecture series of Fourier transform. In this video we are going to see some properties of Fourier transform. Nearly there are 10 properties are there. So we can take a very important properties as our lecture series. So in this video we are going to see an important one is a convolution of Fourier transform. So first we should know about what is convolution. See the definition of convolution. Convolution of two functions. The convolution of f of x and g of x is defined as f star of g. This star is denoting for the representation of convolution. So f star of g of x is equal to 1 by root 2 pi integral minus into plus infinity f of t g of x minus t into dt. So instead of writing like this, it's very understood only f star of g. That is also understood for convolution. It doesn't mean that here we are supposed to write x. It's obviously understood the function is under x, which is equal to 1 by root 2 pi minus into plus infinity f of t g of x minus t dt. So this is what convolution of two functions. Now how the convolution is taking the role in Fourier transform. So there is a theorem for Fourier transform under convolution. Look at this convolution theorem for Fourier transforms. If f of s and g of s are the Fourier transform of f of x and g of x respectively, then the Fourier transform of convolution of f of x and g of x is the product of their Fourier transform. So we know very well that for any function f of x, for example if I am taking f of x, under the Fourier transform f of x, the result is function of s. Likewise here I am taking two function f of x and g of x. So when I am taking the Fourier transform for these two functions, then the result obviously function of s. So f of s and g of s. Then convolution of these two functions under the Fourier transform, that is nothing but is the product of their Fourier transform. That is what the convolution theorem for Fourier transform. That is f star of g of x is equal to f of s into g of s. This is what the convolution for Fourier transform. So the question is state and prove convolution theorem for Fourier transform. In that case, this is what the statement of Fourier. So we have to write f of s till this as a statement for convolution theorem. After this we have to prove this statement. So we will take the left hand side and we should arrive the answer as a right hand side answer. So we will take this left hand side. Fourier transform of f star of g of x is equal to, you consider this whole thing as some f of x. Then apply the Fourier transform definition. What is the Fourier definition? 1 by root 2 pi integral minus into plus infinity, whatever be the function here, that function we have to write it here, into x e power isx dx. So now just we have applied the definition of Fourier transform. So what is the next step we are going to do is, we are going to apply the convolution result here, because here we have written f star of g. So f star of g is nothing but convolution. So which is equal to 1 by root 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity. Now this f star of g we are going to apply the convolution definition. What is the convolution? 1 by root 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of t g of x minus t into dt. This is what the definition for convolution. Into already there is e power isx into dx. Just we have applied the definition for convolution. Now what we are going to do is 1 by root 2 pi integral minus into plus infinity. Just we are changing the order of the integration, that is function of t. So f of t into 1 by root 2 pi integral minus into plus infinity g of x minus t into e power isx dx then dt. So just we have arranged the changing the order of integration in t and x. So f of t dt. So f of t dt and the x integration. Just now we have written. Now what we are going to do is, we have many, as I told you already, that we have properties for Fourier transform. We have a very well known property, that is f of x minus a equal to e power ias into f of s. This is nothing but shifting property under Fourier transform. So now we can compare this result with our result, g of x minus t equal to e power ist into, here we have g, no, so we can make it as g of s. So now we are going to apply the shifting property result here. So before applying that, we will do this one, 1 by root 2 pi integral minus into plus infinity f of t into, now look at this, 1 by root 2 pi integral minus into plus infinity some function into e power isx dx, that is nothing but Fourier transform definition. So this is nothing but Fourier transform of g of x minus t. Okay, so this is nothing but Fourier transform of g of x minus t. Already one dt is there. Now for this place only we are going to apply the first shifting property of Fourier transform. So what will happen, 1 by root 2 pi 1 by root 2 pi integral minus into plus infinity f of t into, for this the shifting result here we have to apply. So e power ist into g of s dt. Now integration with respect to t, so we can take the g of s outside, so which is equal to g of s into 1 by root 2 pi integral minus into plus infinity f of t e power ist dt. Now look at this, this is also nothing but Fourier transform definition, that is 1 by root 2 pi f of t e power ist dt. So that is nothing but Fourier transform of a function, then obviously the result is function of s, so which is equal to g of s into f of s. Now we can write it as f of s into g of s. Now look at the statement of the convolution theorem, that is f of f star of g of x is equal to f of s into g of s. Now you look at the answer which we have arrived as f of s into g of s. What is our left hand side? Therefore f of f star of g of x is equal to function of s into g of s. This is what the proof for convolution theorem under Fourier transforms. Thank you for watching.